Welcome to our Draft Utopia March Madness bracket special. There will be 4 different YouTube videos for each bracket up on draftutopia.com. Then we will have individual predictions for the final 4 games and the championship game with videos using Spreaker's YouTube services. So we're going to get each of these 4 videos up. Then we're going to do the Spreaker bracket challenge with the 2 teams for my Final Four pool, and then I will reveal the national champion on Spreaker as well. So let's dive straight into it. This is the South Bracket episode for our March Madness pool. And earlier on Speculation Sports, I discussed that 3 college coaches, or you could call them pimps, dictate this bracket. And those guys are Billy Donovan, Bill Self, and Jim Boeheim of Syracuse. Those 3 guys control this bracket, and they're going to control the outcome of the bracket, and their coaching is going to ultimately dictate how the bracket turns out. So, you look at this bracket, Albany or Mount St. Mary's will be the 16th seed. I'll pick Albany just for the hell of it. And it really won't matter what happens because they'll lose to Florida in the opener. Florida gets a bye. They sort of get some resting period. And they'll play the winner of Colorado-Pittsburgh. I will foolishly pick the Pitt Panthers to win a game again. And then the Panthers will make the round of 32. Virginia Commonwealth plays SF Austin. UCLA plays Tulsa. I like the top seeds in both those games. Virginia Commonwealth, UCLA, both advanced to the round of 32. Ohio State, Dayton, this was a tough one. I was seriously considering picking Dayton to pull the upset over Ohio State. I was flirting with it because I just think that you look at the way this bracket's set up, the way it's organized, and you just think Dayton could pull the upset on Ohio State. Ohio State blew that game against Michigan State. They nearly came back, but Michigan State controlled the tempo for that entire game. They lost to Michigan in the Big Ten tournament. And Dayton, I just think they're capable of pulling off the upset as an 11 seed, but I'll take the Buckeyes. I'll take Thad Matta. I think he gets to the round of 32. Syracuse, they will beat Western Michigan. I'd love to see Western Michigan pull the upset as a 14 seed. I think that'd be epic because I want to see Jim Boeheim lose early after pointing the finger at the officials against Duke on the road. I thought that was pretty funny, and because I like Duke and I hate Syracuse. I like the orange mascot, but I've never been a fan of Syracuse in general, so I would love to see Western Michigan knock off Syracuse, but realistically, it's not going to happen. Syracuse, they win, they go to the round of 32, and they will play Ohio State in that round of 32. I'll take Stanford over New Mexico. I think New Mexico probably does have a better chance of winning that game. That does seem like one of the toss-up games, but I'll take Stanford just for the hell of it. And Kansas Jayhawks, they play Eastern Kentucky. They should beat Eastern Kentucky. That's the round of 32 teams for the South bracket. And we continue with this South bracket. Florida plays Pittsburgh. I will take the Gators. I'm going to take Syracuse over Ohio State and Kansas over Stanford. Like I said before, those coaches or pimps, they'll dictate this bracket. And I'm going to take Shaka Smart and Virginia Commonwealth over UCLA because Shaka has the experience. He's been to the Final Four before, and I think that serves him well, even though Virginia Commonwealth lost their conference title game earlier today to St. Joe's, I believe. Might have been, yeah. I'm pretty sure St. Joe's was the team that defeated them. But I will take Florida over Virginia Commonwealth in the Sweet 16, and I'm taking Syracuse over Kansas in the Sweet 16, only because I don't trust Bill Self in the tournament. He either always disappoints or he comes through whenever I pick against him in the tournament. That was the case a few years ago when I had Ohio State, Kentucky, and Arizona, I think, maybe it was another team, but I picked them against Ohio State, and then they won, and then I picked Kansas to win the tournament the following year, and they disappointed. So I don't trust Bill Self, and he always screws my bracket, and that is why I hate the Jayhawks. Like, I had much respect for Roy Williams, but the Jayhawks always screw my bracket. When I pick against them, they do well, and when I pick the Jayhawks to win the tournament, they always lose. They lost to Northern Iowa the year I picked them to win the tournament. So, I don't trust the Jayhawks. So, I'm picking Syracuse and the fearmonger, Boeheim. So that leaves Florida and Syracuse, and you know who I'm going to pick. Go Gators. Florida is our first team in the Final Four. Congratulations, Florida Gators. I'm picking you to win the South bracket.